On the one hand, we see Australia, it's hastening as quickly as it can to shut down all its coal-fired power stations. Meanwhile, China is building new ones every week. It's kind of committing to increasing the whole fleet that Australia has just in a few months. So why does no one who supposedly believes that this is cooking the planet comment on why is China being given a free pass?
Correct. They get a free pass. All the green activists, especially the Greens in the Senate where I sit, not one of them's talked about China. They're so passionate about deindustrialising Australia and shutting down our country here. Why don't you direct some of your comments towards the CCP? Why don't you do that instead? So China has approved 106 gigawatts of new coal-fired projects in the last year. That's 5 times more than all the coal-fired power stations in Australia's national electricity market, just in the last year. Crazy. China, in my opinion, they have infiltrated our nation. They've infiltrated the halls of power, and they've somehow convinced us here in Australia to shut down our nation, deindustrialise, send all of our manufacturing offshore, of course, to their benefit, while they do none of it. And I think our politicians are doing our nation a disservice, an absolute disservice. Yes, I think that we need to do better for the environment, absolutely. But the science on climate change is so far from settled, but our politicians are acting like it's a done deal, it's settled, this is what's happening, etc. Even if it was settled, even if that was the case, you got to look at China, you got to keep them accountable. They've got to do what I believe they're making everyone else do, what they're influencing every other country to do. They've got to do it as well. And right now they're not. And that puts us at a strategic disadvantage. It reduces our standard of living. It increases their, you know what I think is happening? I think that, China is orchestrating the orderly takeover of Australia and other Western nations. That's what they're doing. And they're doing it economically. They don't even need to fire a shot. They don't even need to do that. They sign contracts, they infiltrate the institutions, they infiltrate the educational system, and they gain control of us that way. Absolute rubbish. I won't stand for it. More coal, more gas, higher standard of living, make our nation great again.